Hi, welcome to creating your Gmail account. This introduction is to Google Apps for parents, and it will be part of a series of screencasts and videos that are geared toward parents who will set up Gmail accounts in order to take advantage of some of the tools that their sons or daughters have available to them through their school district that uses Google Apps for Education. So the first tutorial in this whole series is creating your Gmail account. And to do this, you need to be in an internet browser. So you need to open up Google Chrome or Firefox. Firefox looks like that. Google Chrome looks like this. There might be some of you that use Internet Explorer. I don't use it. I don't recommend it. I have it as a last resort. If I need a third browser open, I use Internet Explorer. But for the most part, I use Firefox or Chrome. Okay, so how do you get to creating an account for Gmail? You need to get to this window. And I could give you a URL or give you a web address, but basically if you get to a browser, and you just, in the URL field, like up here, you type in Gmail and hit enter, it's going to defer you to this page. If you're in Google, the search engine, that is a very popular home page for a lot of people. So if when you open your internet browser, you find yourself on a Google page, you can just type in Gmail, and then the first link that will come up is a link to logging into Gmail. And on the top right hand corner in red, you'll see create an account, and that's where you need to go. You click on create an account, and you need to go ahead and fill out these fields. So I'm going to use LebParent as my name today and see if that username is available. So I'm going to ask if LebParent is available, and I'm going to create a password. And it needs to be at least 8 characters, and if it's too weak, it won't even let you have it. So if you type in password for your password, it won't accept it. It will ask you to create something dynamic. So I'm going to be a little creative with mine, and I'm not going to share it with you. So it tells me that my password is strong, and at this point I need to write it down so that I don't forget what it is. And as you're watching this, you might be thinking about what would be a good password for yourself. So for this pretend person, I'm just going to put in January 1st, 1970, and that I am female. It's important you put your actual birth date there, because a lot of times what happens is they use that as a way for you to be able to recall like a password or something, and if you're not in the habit of putting in your real birth date, then you have to remember what you put in. So put in your real birth date. I'm going to put in my phone number, and it'll ask for an alternative email address, and chances are you all have an alternative email address. If you don't, you can always opt to have it be your son or daughter's. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my email address. I happen to already have a Gmail account. I wonder why. And then if you haven't experienced these capture screens before, it's just a way for the computer to not have spam or created accounts, a computer generated account created. So to prove that you're not a robot, it'll tell you right here, you go ahead and type these in, and if you can't tell what it says, you can always refresh it and it'll give you a new one. Let's see how I did. And then you put your location. Oops, should have kept the United States. Agree, and then you click on next step. Okay, so it accepted my username, Now sometimes it won't. So let's say that you decided your name was going to be, let's say your name's Susie Smith and you wanted your email address to be S. Smith. Well, they might come back to you and say that is not available. You can be S. Smith 472. So you don't have to accept S. Smith 472. You can make up a new one. Let's say your street address is 721. You could say you're S. Smith 721. So you will need to think of a unique Gmail address that somebody else hasn't already taken. At this point, if you want to add a profile photo, you can. So you just click on add a profile photo, and then you navigate to a photo on your computer. So if I go to my pictures, I'm going to pick a sample picture, and I'm going to choose, it's so hard to decide, I'm going to choose the lighthouse. So I generally have a profile picture that I cropped out of a regular photo, and I use the same profile picture for everything. Just makes it easy. Everybody's unique. Everybody makes their own decisions about that. But go ahead and upload your profile picture, and then you can go ahead and make it, what you want it to be. It has to be a certain size. So I'm going to leave that. Set as profile photo. And I have my name and my photo, and then I click on the next step. And welcome, Leb. That's my name. My new email address is lebparent@gmail.com. Thank you and have fun. So you continue on to Gmail. And ta-da! You officially have a Gmail account. And that's all we're going to do for now. You should look on the channel here for other tutorials. We'll walk you through. If you go up here, if you look at the top here, there's a variety of resources for you folks. One of the key areas that we wanted to share with parents is the calendar, because you can literally set up your calendar, and I'm going to save that for the next tutorial, and then add the district calendars and the school calendars so that you can see them all. Log into your own email account and click on calendar, and you'll see your calendar events and the school calendar events all in one, and then you can pick and choose what you want to look at. So that's all you do, and then when you're ready to log out, you just click on your name here in the top right hand corner and choose sign out. So that's it.